Meyer is the best, ah da da da. We said Meyer is the best, ah da da da. I said Meyer is the best, ah da da da. We said Meyer is the best.
Welcome to the Levin Lounge.
Today's guests are the members of the Meyer Levin Student Government Association.
Our school redesigned student government to model New York City government. So while their titles sound like city leadership roles,
They are student elected officials who represent their classmates and help make decisions for our school community. What's your names and what role do you play in the student government?
Hi, my name is Victoria and I'm the mayor of Meyer Levin.
Hi, my name is Malia, and I play the role of borough president of the 8th grade of Meyer Levin.
Can each of you explain your role in the Meyer Levin Student Government Association and what your job is?
Okay, my role is mayor, which means I'm at the top of the whole council, which means I'm closest to the principal, and whatever the students want and need, it will come to me. Then I will evaluate with the principal to make it happen. And this role basically means that the students have to feel comfortable talking to me, and I have to make them comfortable talking to me, and they could always come and talk to me about how they feel or when things are not going how they like it, and I'll work on them on how to fix it.
My job as borough president, I'm the middle class. I help the 8th graders on my hallway, and I bring it to Vicky, the mayor. I'm making sure students feel safe in the environment of Meyer Levin and their education is good.
Okay. Why did you choose to run for this role, and what made you feel ready to take on this responsibility?
I ran for this role because my mom always said shoot for the biggest and when go big or go home. So either I go run for mayor, I don't run for anything else, because I always liked helping people and like kind of being in charge and like in the position to help more people. I felt ready because I felt like I always had a connection with people and I was always easy to talk to, and I felt like I've been in the school long enough to know what the kids like, don't like, and what I could change and what I can make it funny and how I can make our school better. And I also feel like it's easier for kids to talk to somebody their age or somebody that they know, and yeah, they feel more comfortable talking to somebody around their age.
I agree with Vicky of talking someone around their age. And I feel like I chose this role because I'm a kind person. I'm a good person to talk to. Generally, I was going to choose this role because I feel like I wasn't going to be good enough. So I chose the middle class role and Mayor as Vicky because she is a good person for this role. Yeah, and she did help me with this. So yeah, that's it.
what is one issue or concern at Meyer Levin that you care most about as a student leader?
One of the things I care most about is the kids not being interested in what they're learning or they're not liking what they're in. Like some kids will join dance and then like after a while they start to dislike and they say, "Oh, I joined it because there's nothing else I really like here." So I want to make it more opportunities and more different breakouts they could join. And I think pros help with that more, but also there's still kids saying that they're not in the pros that they want to be and they're not actually enjoying it. So I want to make sure that all the extra classes that we get are things that they actually enjoy.
The most important thing I want to change in like my 11, education is my top priority, but also making sure kids want to actually come to school and making sure like they have something to put them forward and keep pushing, like better breakouts, what Vicky said, and what they actually want to do in life, like fashion, dance, and art, like that, something like that. And more stuff for boys because like sometimes boys don't really have a lot of stuff except for basketball and like football for like after school.
How do you think your role will make a difference for students at Meyer Levin?
I think Mara will make a difference at Meyer Levin because I'm very in tune with the community, like with the performing arts side, with the basketball side, with the educational side. I feel like a lot of kids come to me as a bigger sister or somebody they could look up to and talk to at any time. So I feel like that if when they have somebody they're comfortable that they could talk to, they could always come and be like, "Oh, I don't like this," or "Can you help me change this?" and stuff like that. So I feel like that's why my role is important because then they'll they'll have like a free mind and say what they want, and I could come back and tell the principal or what they don't and what they do, like, and we could work on making a change.
I feel like I'm for the people, some people are kind of scared if they're getting bullied. They're kind of scared. They feel like a snitch and they're saying they're getting bullied. So as borough president for the 8th grade, I feel like they could come talk to me anytime, and it could be like not like they're snitching or they're just expressing themselves and telling like a kid their age.
How will students know how to reach you if they have any ideas or concerns?
Okay, so basically, to reach me, I'm a very calm person. You could always come to me and just say, "Can I talk to you for a second?" I'll make time and talk to you. Like, not during any of our core classes, because again, that's our core classes. Maybe again, if you have I ready, you could ask the teacher for permission. Oh, may I go talk to this person? Or you could go see the principal and be like, "Oh, can I talk to this person?" Or the vice principal or any like higher up and be like, "Oh, can I like have a moment to talk?" Or you could even write me a letter saying your concerns, and I will read it and I will reply to you, and I'll try to make that change.
You can reach me by like lunch because like I know people are busy during class, math, reading. Also, I ready. You can use that as a way to talk to me. I'm not a mean person, so you can just come up to me and talk to me. If you don't feel like you want to say your name, you could put an anonymous letter because I know some people feel like they're like being evened out because the person they are, but generally I'm always open ears.
How will mayor and borough president work as a team?
As a team, if Malaya tells me, "Oh, this person is having a problem with this person," then I will go to the higher up and be like, "Oh," to the dean most likely, and be like, "This person's having a problem with this person, but they don't want to speak out about it because they don't want to seem like a snitch." And then we'll have an evaluation with both of us asking why you keep on bothering them and why is this happening. And if it continues, there will be consequences. But first, I would have a talk before the consequences come, and that will help because then it will kind of make that student change and be like, "Oh, if I keep on doing, I'm gonna get in trouble." And if it keeps on continuing, the borough president will take it into her own hands and go to the principal herself. Because if it's coming from someone that's always in the hallway and kids are always talking to them, it will be more serious. It's serious for me too, but it's like that's her position. So if it comes to that point where she has to speak about a point, I mean, it's a very serious problem.
I'll help Vicky as mayor of Meyer Levin. Just being very understanding, communicating with her because I know some people like don't go along with each other, but me and Vicky are personal friends. We do talk to each other out of school and in school, and I feel like students should be more nicer and like just I'm not gonna blame the student that's probably having a problem because you never know what they have going on at home and anywhere else. So I'm actually gonna try to understand with my ears, like help my heart, because I know some people have other things that they're probably acting like this, the way they're acting like this.
Okay, so how did it feel to take the oath during inauguration and officially step into your role?
It felt really exciting because at first I had some doubtful that I wasn't gonna win, but I didn't. But I felt really good. In the inauguration, when I met all those higher ups and the actual people that work in the mayor's office, I felt kind of inspired to kind of continue being in politics as I grew up. And I just felt really comfortable around them. They didn't make it awkward, and they told me that, "Oh, you might be the next Madam Mayor and keep on doing what I'm doing." So it's really encouraging to see older people and people that actually work in the mayor office to encourage you and tell you to keep on going.
Can you ask the question again?
How did it feel to take the oath during inauguration and officially step into your role?
It felt very exciting. I feel like my parents are proud of me, and that's the biggest thing that I'm really happy for. The people that came when we had our debate and also the party that we had, I felt like looking up to them because generally most of them didn't have a great background and they all felt like they were giving up, but they made it to the top, and I felt very inspired.
Okay, so now that you guys have this big responsibility. How do you guys manage your time for other activities?
I've been in multiple after-school programs. I'm a track runner. I play ball. I also play flag football. I'm also a debater. Malaya is also a debater too. So I feel like my coaches are very open and they're very understanding. So as long as I get my work done for that program, my coaches make it very easy for me to be in multiple activities and focus on student government, and they're very understanding.
To be honest, my managing skills are very off and bad. But I am trying. I am in flag football and debate, and I also have other classes. Um, my debate team, they're very understanding. Mr. Spencer and um, Mr. Panero. And I am in flag football. I just started, so like I really don't know, but I'm doing okay.
Do you think being mayor or borough president will impact your daily life at school, since we are a performing arts school and we have a show coming up?
No, because like I said, I always been good with managing my time, my work, and things that I do. I'm in chorus, so basically chorus is just singing, and you could do singing any time of day, anywhere, at any time. Also, with my academics, I make sure my work is done before I head into other things. With my sports, I've been managing it since I was in 7th and 8th, so it's really not that much for me.
No, I do not feel like my schedule would change because I am in fitness with Coach B, and I'm trying to change my breakout, but I don't know what breakout I want to change it to. But yeah, I really don't like. We do gym and we do like stuff what you want to do in life, but yeah, that's really it. For shows, we don't really perform.
Okay. Do you think this role as borough president and mayor would help you in the future for references, jobs, colleges, and many other opportunities?
Yes, I do feel like it is, because since Principal Henderson and the Brooklyn Advisory Group, I think that's what they're called, helped us bring this opportunity to all these students and help us meet all these higher ups and people that actually work in the mayor's office. They could work on us, giving scholarships, and us just being around them makes schools see like, oh, since she's around the person, that she must have great grades or like something great going on. So it'll come opportunities for scholarships. So it opened doors a lot for a lot of different things, and I seen that because I don't know if I think we are, but basically one of the people that work in the council, I'm sorry I don't remember her name, but she's taking us to Albany in February 13th, and that's a great opportunity because that's the big council, and I feel like that opportunity will lead us to more and a lot bigger opportunities.
Yes, I do feel like this can improve your opportunities in life because, like, the upper class, I really don't know names for real, but the upper class will look at you and make sure you look like you have good things going on, good grades, you have good act, and you always wear your Meyer Levin uniform. So that would make you good records, and if you want to go to a school and you want to go for something like mayor or you want to be a lawyer, any type of thing in the office, you'll be bigger opportunity. So yeah, I do agree with what Vicky said.
So for our last question that we're gonna ask you, what advice would you give to a student who wants to run for student government next year?
Okay, my advice would be, if you're gonna run for my position, I would say be people's friends, be easy to talk to, and become everybody's friend. 6th, 7th, 8th. You gotta introduce yourself, because at the beginning I said it wasn't not so good, it was just an opinion I had, that 6th grade should not be running for mayor. And a lot of people felt away about it, but at the end of the day, I didn't really apologize, but like I told my reason behind it, and I did become friends with a lot of the 6th graders, and they kind of understand my point of view, and I was able to become friends with a lot of them. And so I feel like you have to really, before you make enemies, make friends, because if you have enemies, then you'll most likely not win the thing. Also, you have to be very positive. You have to make sure you're on point. You can't get in trouble. You don't have to be perfect, but just don't get in like bad trouble. Have your uniform on. And one thing I'm working on right now is be early to school. Like, please be early to school. I'm working on it, but like that's one thing. Be early to school, and your grades have to be at an 80 average. 85 average. So make sure your grades are good. And if you're going to run for a position that you have to talk to people, don't be shy. And if you are, you could always work out of it. And also be somebody that they could come and talk to. Because if they feel like they can't come and talk to you, then how are you going to represent your people? Yeah.
My advice is make sure your behavior is nice. Students may have good grades, but your behavior has to be nice. If you are stubborn, people are not gonna want to work with you. So make sure your behavior is nice. Grades. Don't don't hang out with friends that distract you from like doing good in school. Um, Uniform. Come with your uniform. You go to a uniform school. Don't qualify and try to come into school that has uniform and don't want to wear uniform. Don't be mad at it. Come early to school. I know people have their reasons for being late to school. I'm working on being early to school. Sometimes I get it, but just wake up on time. Wake up on time and very early. Have time to do your homework and other stuff. Oh, also, make friends. Like, don't be too close with people and tell your business, but just make friends. Don't be like a mean person, like a mean girl. I don't know why girls and boys like to think that's kind of cute, but it's kind of not. Just be nice.
So, guys, we're back for the 2026 season, but sadly, this is our last year. So, welcome to the Levin Lounge once again, and I'm your host, Madison.
I'm your host, Skylar.
And I'm your host, Delana.
Bye.
Meyer is the best, We said Meyer is the best, I said Meyer is the best, We said Meyer is the best.